When did your friends realize you weren't the broke friend anymore? Back in college, I was the broke friend. Not in a bad way. Nobody made me feel small about it, but it was kind of my identity in the group. My buddies always had my back. If we were out and I forgot my wallet, they covered me. If my gas tank was near empty, they slipped me cash for the ride even when we only drove 10 minutes. They'd give me free coupons, split meals with me, even slip me snacks from the dining hall. They were good people, and I'll always be grateful for that. But still, they treated me like I was fragile, like I couldn't afford anything without help. And to be fair, back then, it wasn't far from the truth. What they didn't know was that while they were grinding through classes and spending weekends glued to video games, I was working on something. Just a little side hustle. At first, it was small. Late nights, early mornings, barely making anything, but little by little it grew. I kept quiet, didn't brag, didn't want to make a big deal out of it. While they thought I was just scraping by, I was stacking wins, building something real. By the time graduation rolled around, I wasn't just not broke anymore. I was doing better than I ever thought possible. New car, my own house, even savings. But I never told them. I didn't want to ruin the dynamic. Then came the moment that changed everything. One of my closest friends, Alex, had a birthday coming up. He wanted to celebrate big, so he booked a table at this brand new fancy restaurant downtown. The kind of place everyone was talking about. The one with the rooftop view, velvet chairs, and waiters in suits. We all agreed, but when we actually sat down and opened the menus, I could see the shock on their faces. The prices were insane. Not a little expensive. Like, I could pay rent with this entree. Expensive. One of them coughed awkwardly. Another muttered, maybe we should just grab burgers somewhere. Someone even flagged the waiter and asked if they had a kids menu. That's when it hit me. They weren't worried about themselves. They were worried about me. Even now, after everything, they still saw me as the broke friend they had to protect. They were ready to cancel the whole night, just so I wouldn't feel embarrassed. And in that moment, I decided it was time to show them the truth. I spotted the manager across the room. Without thinking, I raised a hand and waved him over. My friends looked confused until the manager's face lit up. Oh, you're back, he said. Would you like your usual VIP table on the rooftop? The table went silent. Their jaws actually dropped. The waiter blinked, clearly realizing this wasn't my first time here. I smiled, leaned back, and said, yeah, rooftop sounds perfect. As we followed him upstairs, my friends bombarded me with questions. Wait, how do you know him? What do you mean usual table? I laughed it off at first, but once we sat down with the city skyline glowing around us, I finally told them about the side hustle, about the hours I'd put in while they thought I was just too broke to hang out, about the car, the house, the fact that I'd been coming to this restaurant for months. Their faces went from shock to pride to laughter, all in one. When the bill came at the end of the night, I didn't let anyone reach for their wallets. This one's on me, I said, sliding my card without hesitation. For once, I was the one covering them, and the best part, they didn't treat me any different after that. They still cracked jokes, still teased me, still made fun of my terrible taste in movies. But every so often, I'd catch one of them shaking their head with a grin, like they still couldn't believe it.